Each time you collect data, and especially for Ohm's law, make sure that you're on the right page. So if you're working with the coil, make sure you're on the page that says coil before you collect the data. It'll just make life easier for you. Let's say I was here on page 3 and 3 resistors. So I have a 10 ohm, a 33 ohm, and a 100 ohm resistor. And this data I already collected. And you can see the data over here in the summary window. I've collapsed each of my measurements, but I can open these up, and you see that whenever I collect data, it copies the data into each type of measurement or calculation. So the data will appear over here with a run number. After you've collected the data, you're going to rename this. You can either click once, hold, and then click again. By hold, I mean pause, and then rename this to 10 ohm. Okay, and then I hit return, and it says all data from this run. Yeah, because this data was represented for each of these sensors that I've just expanded. So I want to say yes. Or you can just hit return twice, and you can see this now appears in the legend. Rename this to 10 ohm. Okay, and the other way is just to double click. And this is where you see a lot more options, like the general features of the measurement, the numeric values, error bars, things like that you can set in here, as well as the color and the symbol used. And you can change the name. Okay, so 10 ohm resistor, and say OK and hit OK again. Again, you're going to hit return twice, and I've just renamed this run. These graphs are pretty cool. You can just take an axis and see the squiggle there? You can stretch out that axis or the x-axis. If I grab the axis itself, I can change the position of the origin. Okay, kind of neat. Right here under the data menu is where I bring in other data. For instance, here's a coil. Let's see what the coil looks like. Well, it's less slope than the 10 ohm resistor. Okay. The legend is very important for many of these statistical tools. You will choose a run first in the legend and then apply your tools such as a linear fit. Okay, and that slope was applied to the 33 ohm resistor because that was chosen here in the legend first. Lots of tools available to you up here. When you're ready to collect data, again, be on the correct page and then just hit start. And after you've collected the data, come over here and rename the data run to match something important from that run.